Hey everybody, it's Chef Todd. Here I am in my home kitchen once again on a Saturday. We keep getting together on a Saturday, but one of the reasons that I keep just popping up here live on Saturdays is because I'm trying to keep my summer cooking as cool as possible. In other words, I'm trying to keep the stove off during the week because that's what heats the house. And then I've got this epic battle going on between my stove heating the house and my air conditioning cooling the house. And of course, if you don't keep your summer cooking cool, it costs you money. But one of the things that I really love to do is make salads. And of course, I can't make lettuce-based salads on a Saturday and have them stay all week long. They get really kind of mushy. So I need to make salads without lettuce. Oh my goodness, how do you do that? And why do you do that? Well, part of my motivation for doing week production today is that Heather had some dental work done and she needs to eat soft food. So the first thing I did for her was made this huge tray of macaroni and cheese. That is a lesson and a video for another day. I think there's about 4 or 5 different kinds of cheeses. But what I want to do today is make a salad with things that I find in my pantry. You know you've got bits and pieces of rice that's not enough to be a side dish for your steak. You've got leftover bits and pieces of grains, and that's what I've done. So I've gone ahead and cooked off some brown rice. Really nice, crunchy, chewy texture of the brown rice. These are some white lentils, and I bought them at the Whole Foods market one time just to try them, and then of course they sat on my shelf for a while. Well, today they're going to be part of the lettuceless salad. So let me show you some of the other pantry items that I put together to make this salad. We're going to start with that brown rice. Okay, I'm going to add these white lentils to it. There's our base. And of course, you know, anything that you find in your pantry. I've got garbanzo beans. You want to open a can of garbanzo beans or chickpeas. I've got cans of black beans. That could go in there as well. Heck, if I wanted to cook some pinheads, I go ahead and do some steel cut oatmeal. I said white lentils. You could do green lentils. And you see what I mean? That's really not enough for a side dish, but certainly enough for my new salad. So here's the first 2 things I'm going to put. And these are nice texture. There's a softer texture to the white lentils and a heartier, crunchier texture to the brown rice. The brown rice, by the way, was cooked in beef broth, and the white lentils were cooked in chicken broth. I'm going to add these nice cherry tomatoes, quartered cherry tomatoes. I like some almonds for some more crunch, because that seems to go with the brown rice for me. A little bit of sweetness. These are dates. That'll add some sweetness to it as well. Add the dates. And I've got some goat cheese, which is going to add a little tartness to it as well. So here's my base. It's only because these were the things that I happen to put my hands on. But what I really need your help with today, because I'll tell you how this started coming about. So I said, all right, I'm going to mix together this grains lettuceless salad for Heather. It's going to be some softer things and things that I enjoy. But then I started thinking, what flavor profile should I put together? And I thought, all right, I started pulling out balsamic vinegar, some Worcestershire sauce that seemed kind of steaky to me, with some thyme and rosemary. So people are always asking me, like, Chef Todd, how do you know what flavors to add to things? And this team, okay, we'll call it a spice and condiment team. If I were going to add steak to this, or bits of like leftover lamb or prime rib, this would be a good team for me. It's very, very meaty. What if I wanted to go Asian? Well, I've got some sesame oil, some soy sauce, some sriracha sauce that I could all add to the salad with sesame seeds and ginger, and it would give it an Asian profile. Same thing that I put in here. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want something sweeter Asian. I've got plum sauce, all things from my refrigerator, duck sauce. This is a smoked salt that I really like that goes well with the sweeter. Some garlic powder and some chives. It could become an Asian dish. Which one do you think? Tell me in the comments. Which one do you like? Should I keep going? All right, no, I'll keep going. What if I added maple syrup? This nice pure Maine maple syrup with some stone ground mustard and dill. Maple, mustard, dill, brown rice, white lentils. That sounds pretty good. I've got peanut, coconut, curry, red pepper flakes. I could make this same type of salad like an Indonesian salad. What if I wanted to go Latin or Mexican? I've got a jar of salsa for my refrigerator, dried cilantro, some cumin or coriander will go in there as well. You get the idea. So when you start a production for the week on Saturday, you take these bits and pieces out of your pantry, out of your cabinets. Don't let a quarter cup of brown rice just sit there. It's no good to anybody by itself. But if you start mixing it together and making a salad that you can then munch on all week long, you're making a lettuceless salad, something high in protein that can take on any flavor profile that you would like, and that's where the fun of it comes. So if you're like me and you start making a salad or making anything and you think, ooh, maybe I should go the steak way. No, 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 no. Maybe I should go the Asian way. No, 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 no. And your mind starts going crazy, maybe that's when you start pulling everything out of your pantry and putting it together. So what did everybody think we should do? Barbecue sauce, A1, and Tabasco. That'll go with the brown rice as well. For me, I like the balsamic vinegar. We're going to start there because of the goat cheese, because of the tomatoes, because of the brown rice. Just a little bit. People that ask me how do you know how much to add? You taste. You constantly taste. So I'm going to mix that up. Oh, the smell of the balsamic and the goat cheese is going to be really, really good. All right, Worcestershire sauce is going to be a little too muddy for me. I'm not trying to make it steaky in that regard, but I would like something light and bright because I put the dates in there, which are sweet as well. So I'm going to do a little fusion thing, duck sauce and balsamic vinegar, okay? The balsamic, I need another fork, the balsamic is already kind of sweet, and the duck sauce is going to add a little bit of that just lighter to me. Heck, I don't know. I'm just making this stuff up as you easily can as well. All right, now, what about seasonings that we're going to put in here? I like the idea of dill with the duck sauce still because that's a very lighter flavor. I'm going to leave the cilantro alone because that means so Latin to me. I'm going to leave the curry powders alone. I really don't want it to be very spicy. I do like this smoked salt though, so I'm going to add that as well. A little bit of the smoked salt. Okay. So now I'm just throwing things together. And the last question that I want to answer for you is, Chef Todd, how do you know what flavors go together and how do you know how much to add and so on? And this is what I do. I'll taste. All right. I like that. I'm not getting really the sweetness of the duck sauce. So rather than put more duck sauce in the whole thing that might not work, get yourself a ramekin, take a little bit of it, add a little bit more duck sauce, right? Don't ruin the whole bowl, but do your trial and error on the side and go, did that really work? Now it's, Harry doesn't like it either. Now it's a little too sweet, but what I think it does need is some salt. So I'm going to add some salt to this and continue to play with all these different flavors. And then I'll have a rice salad for the week. I have macaroni and cheese for the week. I can have some lettuce in the refrigerator and make a quick lettuce salad during the week as well. But I'm setting myself up for cool summer cooking, and that's the whole idea. And hey, this weekend, some of the last sessions of Summer Cooking is Cool. It's the 30-minute web class that tons of people are getting on. They're finding out that they can make their cooking lighter, brighter, even healthier by changing their focus and making summer cooking is cool. Things like heatless cooking and making salads without lettuce, all those things you'll be able to discover when you join me. Go to webcookingclasses.com/sun, S-U-N, and hold your spot in one of the last classes this weekend for Summer Cooking is Cool. And until next time, as Chef Todd Moore, we'll see. I'm reminding you again, there's a method to your cool summer cooking success. See you soon. Bye-bye.